I'm Suzanne Nosp. I'm Professor Emeritus from the University of Arizona School of Dance. I've been a dance musician for over 40 years. I love ballet. That was my first introduction to playing for dance. And I worked with Françoise Martinet, who was one of Bob Joffrey's muses, one of his prima ballerinas, and she sang everything. So that's how I learned to play for dance, because she sang everything, or she would say, Suzanne, do you have the audio from Pearl Fishers? And if I didn't have it, I went to the library to get it for the next day, because that was the kind of teacher she was. Exciting, firm, loving dance, but everyone wanted to please her. Anyway, so we're here to share the stylings of some of our esteemed members. Bill Patterson, and Bill has a Master of Music in Dance Accompaniment from the University of Arizona when I had a program there, so he's one of my students. Bob, I never call you Bob. Rob Kaplan, who Rob was my counterpart at Arizona State University for a very long time and is now Professor Emeritus. Lucy Allen, who's at the Royal Conservatoire of Dance of Scotland, and is completing her PhD and will be presenting tomorrow on improvisation. That should be quite exciting. And last but not least, Norman Beatty, who's been in the business.
Class of 71, I think.
Yeah, very, very long time. He was on staff at University of California, Irvine, plays for modern and ballet, and they're all extraordinary artists, as I'm sure you will see. Thank you, Elizabeth. I don't know how to pronounce your last name. Sweat. Yes, there you go. And Elizabeth will be spearheading the class. And thank you so much, dancers, for joining us. I think we'll run it kind of like we did this morning with the modern, and we will just begin and maybe hold longer comments until we're done. Take turns. I'll let you all figure that out. And shall we begin? Thanks, Elizabeth.
Don't get too comfortable. It's going away in just a minute. 7 and 8. 8 back and forth. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Face the bar. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. Crossing over. Most of you have done this with me, except for maybe Ali, not JL. Big hike on the 1. Second position. We'll slow down here to the slow 3, 4 for 16 counts. Roll up. Turn around, stick your left leg behind you, and we're ready to swing. Yes? Great. Goodness, you are Bill. Yes. Great. Thank you. 2. Excellent. If you would, stick your fingers underneath the bar for me instead of gripping it so we can compromise a little bit. We'll start in first. Demi 1, lift 2, demi 3, and 4. Grand plie 5, and 6, recovering 7, and 8. Third port de bras, just a regular old one. Cambre back. Would you open the arm to second as you recover, please? Open the leg to second. Again, first with the arm to third, first, and open grand plie. Parallel and forward. You get about 6 counts. Roll up, turn out. Let's run to jump to fourth. Demi and stretch. Demi and stretch. Plie, roll up. 2 arms preferable. Good. Then tendu front, close fifth. Tendu back. You know what? Let's do this. Got this from Miss Morton. Front and plie. Go this way, so we're forced to let go just a little bit. Side, plie. Alternate legs, please. Side, quick stretch so we can go again. 1. Arm goes up, first and second, grand plie. As you recover, take a little double plie forward. Big lunge. Third port de bras again, back. 6, recover with the arm going second. Release that leg, and let's go to fifth to balance. So I forgot your name, I'm so sorry. Norm? It's the regular 64 counts and then an 8 count tag.
Okay.
They'll alternate and we'll start straight on the left side. 8 count.
We might switch.
Oh, okay. 8 count tag and finish.
Okay.
Thank you. Just finish back in first on the right side, please. Who even am I? I feel a little bit nauseated. Ready? Thank you. Arm to second as you recover. Beautiful. Jen. You'd rather just not have it? How are you? I heard you threw up? So at the very beginning, oh, sorry, thank you so much, Norm. We talked about our learning objective, which was what? It's what? You don't come with me. Like this, right? Uh-huh. So I need to see that throughout the entirety from our very first moment. Think about that a little bit more on the left. Sorry, Addie, thank you. All right. Thank you, Lucy. How exciting. coordination first. Perfect. Thank you. Good. All right, let's keep that counter pull idea going. Oh, thank you, everybody. They tried so hard. They did great. 1. I have this habit of counting in a 3, but I don't want a 3, so I'm going to try really hard. Yeah. So 1, 2, accent in and in. To the back, plie and close. We're doing tendus, toes are on the floor. Same leg, side and close, and in and in. Same leg, first and fifth and first. Repeat it from the back, plie and close. Clear? Can I go? Yeah? Start with the left foot front, please. Right hand on the bar. Just to confuse you all. Good. All right. Thank you. Perfect. Your choice, whatever you'd like. Nice, good. First and fifth. First. Good. Plie. Go to the other side, please. I'll repeat it. 1. Think about the learning objective. Layer it on. We're going to do it again, so if we want to switch. Good, put the bars up. That's as much as I can handle. We're going to do the same thing in the center with quasi incorporated. Good. Remember back in the day when we used to clean the bars meticulously? I wish we still did that. It does. Start with the right leg front here, please. I normally don't use the bar at all, but I tried today, as long as I could stomach it. All right, quick. Right foot front, same thing. Plie, small pose for the front and back. Stays here a la seconde the whole time. Just do it from the front, turn to the left, and we'll repeat on the left side. Does that make sense? How are you feeling? You're okay? All right. I have a strong no passing out rule, remember? Excellent. All right, thank you. Small pose for me, Eddie. It's totally different, isn't it? How fun! It is. Side. Good. Left side. Good. So glad I thought to invite you yesterday. Was that yesterday? It was like a long time. Great. Thank you, Bill. Ah, it was delightful. Thank you. Wonderful. What was different? Shout it out. You got to hold on. Now you're not holding on. Don't have that temptation. What was different? You can whisper to me if that's preferable. If you're scared to talk in front of people. Autumn. Hi. Hi. What felt different?
No bar was there.
Right. What was different in your body?
I felt like I was pulling up more because it wasn't so.
Because you had to stand up by yourself. I love that so much. Great. Anybody else? Anything different? Grace? Mm. Yeah. Yes, excellent. Do you think you could counter pull more or less? Oh, really? Oh, good. Okay, great. Like not this counter pull. Great. Let's jeter. What are we doing in jumps later? Oh, yeah. do 2 jetés front, small pose, 1 and 2, développé. Start with the left leg front, back, 1 and 2, développé, and close. Alternate, please. So we have left and right, plie, rise to sur le coup de pied, wrap, and then close it back. Does that get me to the right side? Wonderful. Good, we haven't balanced yet, but give it a try. I didn't do my usual close your eyes, adjust situation, but take a minute. If you need a 2-legged releve in the center first, do that. Good, L. We actually have people here today, I'm so delighted. So, will you lift your eyes to the heavens? Where does my help come from? Good, wrap it for me today, I know it's weird. Kate, tell me what's happening. Yeah. So can you do it differently? Counter pull. Good. Where's your neck? Right here in relationship to the thigh. Good. Go again. Try it. Keep trying it. Yeah. Good, good, good. Nice. Is that your better side? Uh-huh. Good. Whatever works. All right. Let's do it. Left foot front. Do you remember it? 1, 2, and 2. Thank you. Nice. Good, Claire. Thank you. We'll repeat it. What happened? Talk to yourself maybe. There's too many of you and I need to keep going. But in that, especially the plie releve, and then were you able to counter pull? First in the jetés and then the little développé? I didn't see a whole lot of evidence of that. So a little bit more muscular energy. Yeah, Rayanne, what did you just do? That's so lovely. Besides looking in the mirror. Wonderful. Thought might be like the best part of that sentence. Excellent. Try shifting from the front foot, going to the back. You had some really nice moments, Kyla, I saw. A little bit more counter pull energy, I think, up and down, Brayden. For our learning. Yes, good. And then make sure the neck gets on the thigh. It's hard to teach counter pull without, what do we call it? Weight shift. I think it all goes hand in hand. Nice, Colleen, good. Let's do it one more time. Did we start with the left leg front a second ago? Right foot front this time then. All right, thank you, Lucy. No plie. Good, nice work. Beautiful. That was a delight. Did you releve from your pelvis? That was lovely, Moss. Good job. All right, let's go a little bit faster. Start in first with the right foot front. 3 jetés first. Let's just hold the arms here, please, for simplicity. 1 and a 2 and a 3. I think I need it a little bit faster. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4, 5 and a 6 and a 7, 8. Brush front and a back and a front and a back. Front, 5th, plie, passe, close back. First and a first and, this is the same leg. I think I want, yep. Front and a back, front, back, plie, 5th, plie, passe, close. Great. So let's see. Let's go plie here. Then we take the arms to 3rd without destroying the beautiful things going on. All right. Anticipation goes a long way. There's no time to not know what you're doing. Everybody clear? Where are you? 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. All right, here we go.
Are you holding at the end?
No, sir. Thank you. and 4. Good. I know it would have been nicer with an arm. Thank you. Good. All right, there's not time to think counterpole, counterpole. I mean, we are stretching, but that's not where our energy needs to go. So where does it need to go? Up. Good. And for an up, there needs to be a down. Try the front and back, and it was a lovely tempo. Thank you so much. Front and the back and the front. It got real wonky in the upper body. Nice. Good. Yes, Cecilia. Excellent. I love it. Can you articulate to us what you're doing differently? Or did it work that great last time and I missed it? Again, thinking is the key part of that sentence. Yes. Let's try again. Other foot front this time. Thank you. Took some liberties at the end there. Wonderful, beautiful. Let's do a little jump. We have 3 jump. It's a petit allegro. No, it's a shock. First and plie. Here's a generous counterpole moment. Second, 1 and 2 and 3. Fifth, I don't care, don't ask. 1, 2, hold. 1, 2, to jump back to first. First and. I changed my mind. Will you hold it there, please? The second time as well. Then jump to first and, and we get 2 holds in fifth. Second, plie. 3 changements. 1, 2, 3. Then we'll finish. All right? Great. Then we'll stretch and eat and mix it up in the room. Thank you. That's so perfect. Plie music possible, and I didn't get to enjoy it the way that I wanted to. If we stand here, we can't get our heels on the ground. We're going to fall over, so consider alignment real quick. I like to talk about the lung cones floating over the pelvic bowl, and in that space, wherever your rotation allows, you can plie and get your heels on the ground, unless you have wildly short Achilles, which I don't think you do. Can you try it for me? Yeah, did it feel unstable? Yeah, think through this for me, really trying to keep the lung cones over the pelvis. Better. Can I touch you? Great. I'd like a little bit more length through here, and we're shortening here. Take a deep breath there for me. That's where you can breathe easiest. If you put that in the context of walking with Jesus, we can breathe easiest when we walk in alignment. Isn't it beautiful? So hold on to that as you're plieing. Let's do it one more time. Oh, thank you. Oh, so good. You hear it? Yes, beautiful. Heels on. More heels on. That's it. Yes, feel it pop just a little bit. And protect your shins. Wonderful. Stretch, eat, come back quickly. Go. Someone wants to play some stretching music, that would be delightful. Snacking music. 2, 3. Then we have plenty of time to counter pull. 3, rond de jambe. 1 in 2 beats, and then 2 in 1 beat each. 5, 6, 7. This last one needs to be faster because we're going to brush front at 45 degrees. Fondue to releve. Your leg is only going to 45. Fondue à la seconde, face front for that one. Then let's tombe over. Piqué to, what will that one be? A passe. Hold, hold, close back. Reverse. Chasse tendu devant, so you're going to chasse en arrière. I want you to go this way because we're reversing. And around. Yep, all right. Then 1 slow rond de jambe parterre, 2 quick ones. The second one even quicker than the first. Brushing. Fondue to the back with a releve. Fondue à la seconde. All right, figure this one out for me. So before we went here, right? So reverse that. Yes, beautiful, Maya, great. Close fifth, front, back where we started. Would that be the right foot? Is that what we did? Great. Let's take a circular port de bras, 1 and 2. Take 8 counts, please. It's really big. 4, 5, 6. Gather it all back together. Inhale, reverse it, or go the other way. Is this a reverse if we're in the center? Good. Now, like we did at the bar, we're going to shift back, whoops, if you can, and then instead of going to fifth, this time you go to croisé attitude derrière. We'll balance there. Impress the audience. Excellent, Moss. Will you turn your head that way? 2 arms, if that's easier for you, is fine, but I'd like you to get all the way to allongé wherever you are, stretching the leg. Good. We are dancing for a delightful audience, always, not just right now. So if you would take your head, face, eyeballs that way. Maybe even pleasantly smile or something. Yeah. Great. Remember when you allonge and the leg stretches, it's going to take you back because the weight back there is increasing. So the counter pull needs to also increase, pulling you more stably over the standing leg. Feel that? Do it again. Yeah, practice, practice, practice. Forgot your plants again. Good. There they are, look at them. Let's wave at them, Claire. Hi, everyone. Yeah, look at them, okay? All right. Usually it's just me up there sitting in my chair asking for your eyeballs. We have a whole host of people. Good. Grace, I have strong feelings about the mirror that you know about. Okay. Here we go, right foot front. Thank you. Counter pull. And around. 1, brush and fond. Nice, good. Pull, tombe, pull. Yes, beautiful, good. Chasse tendu back. Pull, 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 pull. Can I touch ready? Give me some pressure on your arms, all right? Fondue to the back. Give me pressure forward, forward, forward. I'm not feeling anything. Yeah, because your abs are not tight. Push, 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 push. That's it. Good. Now, you're standing right. Good. Circular port de bras. Slow, 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 slow. Oh, it's so beautiful. I love the jazzy undertones. Indulge. Go the other way. Does it feel good? It sure feels so good. Okay, good. All the way forward, good. Shift the weight back. Let me see your beautifully extended leg. Go. Allongé to finish. Nice, Cassidy. Good, Moss. Nice. Good. Delightful. Wonderful. Take a breath. Let's see. What did I want to talk about? Fun. I need you to pay attention to where your neck is in space that doesn't make any sense. Where is it? Over the standing leg. Will you practice the fondus especially? Then when we got to the PK attitude derriere, we weren't ready with the neck and the thigh traveling together. Nice, Shelby. Did it go that well in the exercise? Woo! What were you thinking about just now? Excellent. Excellent, excellent. Good. Yes, there you go. Anna, do you feel the diagonalness? Good. I watched the whole midline shift just now to actually be over the leg, and then it's got to shift more as you go. Yes, there you go. Do you feel it tip a little bit? Good. What happened, Grace? In Alice Cone, I'm giving you a hint. The pelvis tipped forward. Did you feel it? Not really. Try again. Nice. Neck on the thigh. Yes. Delightful. Good. Now practice the PK attitude to the next side. Cross it a little bit more. Shoulder in, heeler up. Where'd you go? There you go. Forward. Good. That was the right answer. The counter pull that you have to exhibit in this moment, good, Shelby, it is just coming together. It's really extreme, right? That leg is heavy behind you, your pelvis is tilted, there's so much going on. Make sure we're crossing the heel and the thigh so that you can feel the plumb line. Yes, good. Yes, Maya, beautiful. Okay, left side, is that correct? Wonderful, thank you. Pull more. Okay, that's just really mean, actually, isn't it? More pulling, pull. Good. Yeah, neck and thigh, neck and thigh. When I'm not around, when you just think that all the time, like you just neck and thigh, okay? Do you want me to make your recording? Under, good. Oh, you look pleasant. And have fun. Should feel delightful. Here we go, neck and thigh. Counter pull. That's it, try That was amazing, Cecilia. I kept looking to see if you put your heel down, but you didn't. You just stood there. You can applaud her. It's amazing. Good work. Take a minute with yourself. Practice that attitude again. We'll see it again in a minute. I need you to think critically. Why isn't it going well? Stop trying and trying without making adjustments. Other arm, Cassie. Well, I guess you can do whatever you want. Oh, no, it is. No, it's the other leg. That's right. It's your face now. Yeah, that's what was weird. Sorry. She had to admit it. Nice. I was facing the mirror. Allie, go back to the preparation for it. Instead of trying to releve once you arrive, think neck and thigh. Yes, good. What does it feel like? Where are you going? That way. Excellent. So what can we do to counter that? Excellent. Yeah. Which goes along with my learning objective, right? Up through the head. Can you give me more words? What does it feel like? Doing 2 5 forward. Off?
Yeah.
Okay. Like maybe you're still jet lagged or something. Pull up through that midline for me. Yes, there you go. Now I see the work happening here. It's really lovely. Good. All right. I was going to change my front, but let's not since we have an audience. We're going to start back here. This is a pirouette, so I continue with my threes on and on. We'll balance this way and this way. Then tombe pas de bourrée to fourth. What did I do? Pirouette to chaîné. Oh, yeah. Pirouette, chassé, chaîné out of the pirouette. It's really fun, so you don't get to land. Then you're going to chassé tendu derrière here. Balance towards that back foot, and then this foot. You're going to glissade alternant passé to prepare for an en dedans pirouette. That's a lot of words. Yes. And then en dedans, close fifth, relevé in fifth. Can we go the other way from there? Yes. 1 and 2, tombe 3, 2, fourth, pirouette, chassé chaîné, 7, chassé tendu 8. I want a lot of time and counter pull in that moment. Balance towards that back foot, other foot, glissade passé. Yep, Autumn, will you do it since not everybody's familiar with my verbiage? Glissade to passé, glissade passé, prepare, great. En dedans, that was beautiful. En dedans, close fifth, relevé with a lot of feeling in the eyeballs, maybe even the mouth. Yes? I think we can do easily right and left, no problem. Can I get all the greens out here, maybe? It's my very scientific way of dividing up my groups. Lacey, Braden, yep, L, Shelby. Cecilia, will you join them? Great. I have some more groups there. Perfect, perfect. Okay, come down stage a little bit more. What's our learning objective? How are you going to layer it onto this exercise? Did you think through that? I hope so. Here we go. Thank you. Good. Counter pull. Good, Shanae. Go, go, go. nothing. C, you go into the shunny. Come practice. Anticipation goes a long way. It's my epitaph. Is it comfortable in your favorite step? No, it is not. That's okay. Kate, you can chasse if you'd like. You can fall out of it, or you can keep K-ing, but you have options. And then, in that chasse tendu derriere, can I get a little bit more of that line? I don't specify things like that very often. I don't even specify arms, but yes. Can you bend that way? Ah, isn't that delightful? And then that energy is going to pull us back to yes. So it should connect seamlessly. Bill, can I make it faster this time, please? Maybe happier, bouncier. Great. Let's do it again. First group, would you come out into the middle of the room to start, please? Second group, would you start when they go left? That way we'll get through this more quickly. We still need to grand battement and adagio and jump and all the things. Yep, middle of the room, come on down stage. More, more, more. Nobody, I don't think, ever crossed this midline. Yep, great. All right, right side is fine. Thank you. Yes. That's excellent. Lovely. There's some people. Face. Oh, yes. More pull. Very nice. Good. Beautiful. Thank you. So we did two really different tempos. Which one did you like? The first one? The second one? Excellent. Something for everybody. Come on out. We're going to do grand battements on releve. Fear not. It's okay. It's not as hard as you think. I don't do it, but it always seems to work out really well. So I think like a march would be good for this one. 1, 2. Is that a march? I'm not sure. Okay, great. Wonderful. Let's start in releve. 7, 8. One slow grand battement that gives a lot of opportunity for counter pull and thinking about the gesturing leg, and then 2 fast ones. So I'm going to have you think about the up and down there. There you go. Let's go side from there, I think. Alternating legs. En face, I highly recommend this movement up top just to make space for the leg. Good. Side and in, and third arabesque. 1 and 2 and in. Forgot to plan from here. Let's do a little double pas de fourth. Pirouette from releve. You don't get to plie. So fun. Close fifth, plie, and. Good. Lots of torque necessary in the upper body. Good. It's not exactly counter pull, but if we can think about that knee opening, that'll give you a little bit more assistance since you don't have a lot of wiggle room to work there. Braden, will you bring that retiré up faster, please? Be real aggressive with it. Yes, that was lovely. Plie, rise, and then we'll start the left side. That's it, good. Now, anticipate lots of pelvic movement. It should move in all the grand battements. Not hiking, that's not what I'm saying. But you have to come back to your neutral place in that fifth position each time for this to be successful long term, all right? Here we go. Smile through the pain. Thank you. Perfect. Love it. Good. So let's see, the amount of counter pull I got to see here because you knew it was hard and you had nothing to go on, but that tiny little push in the back was delightful. Now let's talk about weight shift, even though that's not our learning objective. You're gonna have to move a whole lot more than you think when you're trying to get your neck on the thigh for whichever way you're going, front leg, back leg moving or whatever. Especially to the side, I didn't see you shift onto the standing leg, so you're still trying to keep the weight between the two and do this very hard thing. There you go. What did you think about Elle? I did not think. That's not true. What happened in your body?
I felt like
Yes, it has to shift. It's awkward and not the basic kind of shifting because the pelvis is moving, but really try to get that midline over the standing leg. There you go, Lau. I've seen you just do this one in point shoes. Good, let's do it one more time. I really like that pirouette. We're gonna have to use that again. Thank you. There you go. Yes, good. Good. Allow the upper body to move to give your legs space. So do I like the head out? Yes, but it's more the upper body. Yeah? Yes, then there'll be room. Good, Rayanne. Nice. That's it, Allie. Counter pull. Wonderful. That was beautiful. Now we jump. Do a little hop around the room. I forgot what I'm doing. Oh, because I never made it. That's fine. I always feel stressed about this one. Let's start with the right leg back. Go glissade, assemblée, battu. What am I teaching here? 3, 4. Assemblée, battu. Then 2 changements, or you can do a royale if you'd like. Then we're going to jump to fourth, jump to second. Your right foot is going to come back to the front, not back to the front for the first time to come here. Make sense? Then pas de bourrée. So let's see. Come back to the right foot back, yes? We okay? Great. Then we have glissade, assemblée, assemblée, assemblée. Glissade, battu, all of them, please. Glissade, jeté, relevé, pas de bourrée. Can you take the arm up to third for that relevé? Pas de bourrée. You don't have to pick it up because it'll be so fast. Did you get your left leg back? I think you did. Hooray! One more time. Several more times. All right, here we go. Glissade, assemblée, changement, changement. Fourth, second, coup de pied, pas de bourrée. Glissade, assemblée, 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 glissade, jeté, relevé, pas de bourrée. in the like very last and breath of the music. Da da da. Glissade, assembly. Make sense? Grab a friend. I think it'll be faster if we talk through together. Since my demonstration was so amazing. I don't know how clear I was. I'm sorry. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, that's it. Where are you from, Norm?
I live in California,
Okay.
Irvine.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Do you like, how long you been doing this?
I was 21 when I started. I'm 74.
Okay.
What is that? 53 years.
That's amazing. I love it. Really enjoyable. We got it? As always, I didn't give you any arms. The only arm I'm requesting is this one, and then pas de bourrée. Everything else you can do whatever feels good in the confines of classical ballet. 2 groups, please. Come down stage significantly. Second group, you can go ahead and set up back there. First group, you'll run away after the right and left side, and then we'll go directly to the second group. So if you could keep playing, fingers crossed it's going to work out. Quasi for beauty. I think yeah, thank you, Autumn. Oh, no problem. Oh. Oh.
Are they going to like group
Yes.
by group and then keep going for a bit? This might be an opportunity for us to.
Oh, that would be so fun. 4 groups. 4 groups. Is 4 counts in between helpful? No?
Not necessarily.
Oh my goodness, so you're going to play
He's going to play
32 or 16 or whatever?
like.
We do a couple of sets.
What do you think?
Couple of sets.
Yeah.
6,
And then
7,
he
8.
said
It's 32.
you, and then somebody else wants to come in.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're going to switch between either 1 group or 2 groups or something. I'm so excited. No counts in between. They're just going to switch pianos and pianists. Could we do 4 groups? They'll just keep on playing.
2 32s? No, 1 32. Oh, okay. I'll just do 1.
That'd be great. Can I get blues or greens or whatever it was?
I'll just do 16 bars.
And then the reds, and then the black leads, or I can't even remember. Y'all know what you're doing. Come down stage. Come down, come down. You're like, I was not planning to go first. Surprise! Left foot front, quasi. Next group is ready. Maybe come down a little bit more, first group. Second group, you too. Come on down. Third and fourth, you're going to run in, right? This is so fun. Sneed, yes, record. Okay. Thank you, Norm.
Here we go.
They take full responsibility. I grew up in Japan. You turn and you bow. Sumimasen deshita. Okay, you ready? You know what we're doing? Glissade, assembly, changement, changement. Okay, so now you know it might be completely different, but we're going to keep going. Okay. This is such a great challenge for them. You know, like our brains get used to what we're hearing. Ah, wonderful. Come back anytime, everybody. Okay, thank you. Bill? Okay.
So we're starting with Bill?
Bill, then Lucy.
Do whatever Suzanne says. Okay, thank you. Good? on counter pull real quick, and then I have an adagio, and oh no, I'm running out of time. Okay, the assemblées have to think up and up. So we went side with the glissade. You get this assemblée, and then we have 2 more. And the counter pull is going to go this way and this way. Would you switch your brain over right there? Do it quick. Glissade, assemblée, up and up. Good. Take your eyes up. Good. That's it. Good. There's some other obvious moments where we really get to feel that counter pulling, but overall, even in the plie that's rebounding you, we're going to feel this sensation of pulling. Okay, let's do it again. This is so hard for your brains. I love it. There is no way for me to ever recreate this again. All right, come on down. Come down more. We'll start with the right foot again, so right foot back, just for no need to change extra stuff up. Okay. This is so fun, Owen. Yes?
Actually, if we could finish in about 7 minutes.
It's a grand allegro.
We have a lot of questions and we'll have
excellent.
time for conversation. Thank you.
Absolutely. Waltz turn in, waltz turn. One and one. Développé, balance out of it. Temps levé in first arabesque, then you're going to brush that leg directly through to attitude devant. Da, da. Yes, temps levé here again, and then we step through gesture hand with développé, chassé or run that way. I'll go over it again. Jeté entrelacé, chassé or run, glissade alternat, to développé, tombe pas de bras, glissade, grand jeté. Let's do it with a développé, but arms of your choice. Head is out that way. That is a requirement. That's fine. It's kind of very stars and stripes. Again, waltz turn and waltz turn. Développé that way. Temps levé and brush. Yep, there, move. I am not loving the tempo, Bill, so I'm going to change it. The tempo that I created, I don't like.
Okay.
1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 would be better. 5 and a 6, yes. It is. Yeah. Yes. Nope, it cannot not be. I made it, well, Bill is going to make it a little bit faster for us. So yeah, it's such a great counter pull moment to feel the leg underneath you as I never leave the ground. One and a one and a one and a one. One and a one and a one. And gesture, entrelace. Step, step, glissade to développé, tombe pas de bras, glissade. Look at your audience. Yes. Bill, could we hear a sample, please? Thank you. Listen, try it out. Thank you. Counter pull and more counter pull. Ha. This we can syncopate a little bit to fit this in the way we want. Entrelace, chasse. I think we have a little bit more time here. Tombe on the 5. Glissade, grand jeté. Make sense? Which means you have to anticipate the counter pull I'm looking for here. Oh, it's going to be so beautiful. Don't fall. Don't go on 4. That was really nice, Bill. Thank you. Oh, are we switching again and again? I just love it so much. Okay, group 2, you're not going to hear the same thing that group 1 is doing. Or maybe it might be group 3. I don't know how long they're going to play. But that really messed us up last time. Okay.
Is this 45 or is he like this?
Oh, you do you.
So, and
Yeah,
okay.
do get it out there.
So
No,
no.
whatever you want. Just get it out there.
Okay. Yes.
Great. The first 2 waltz turns should be really generous in the counter pull department. Okay. Thank you.
have answers, but we have questions. So Elizabeth, one of the questions that came up, of course, for our Zoom people is, can you talk to us about your class? It's not the traditional ballet class that we are aware of, and Owen mentioned to me, well, this is part of your research.
Yes.
So if you could explain that to us, that
Sure.
would be really great.
I took a course with Sarah Daltrey from the Royal Ballet 2 years ago, and the more that she talked, the more it seemed like the bar wasn't her favorite thing. So I asked, and she said, oh, I don't use it. And I had been thinking about this for a long time, and so that was just the permission I needed. I do petit allegro, or that first two-footed jump, right after we've done jeté, so they really have a sensation, ideally, of the feet leaving the floor and what it's going to translate into. The rest I have played with over the last couple of years, just trying to find the best, how can I get the best pirouette out of them? I find it's after a rond de jambe, after we've balanced. I keep tweaking it, keep playing with it. Our athletic trainer here, Dr. Tori Fontroy, gave me some infographics last year, 2 years ago, about athletes fueling, and anybody who exercises more than 75 minutes, it's recommended they fuel every 45 minutes. So I got to thinking, why do we do the hardest thing at the end? We're depleted of sugar in our brain, so now we snack in between. And I've just had some really beautiful results, and they love me and hate me so much, but I love it. I'm really grateful that I get to kind of experiment and do whatever I want to here. Just getting some, great results. That's the goal. So,
Thank you so
yeah,
very,
absolutely.
very much. Thank you. So, I have many questions, but do any of you have questions that you would like to ask about the class? Yes?
I just noticed that not all of the accompanists use sheets of music each time. I was just wondering if you guys have like go-to songs that you play for certain combinations, or if it's like improvised at times, or if it's a combination of both. That was just interesting to me.
For me, it's improvised, but over the years, certain, like for the rond de jambe, that's kind of a standard structure that I've developed an approach to that changes depending on the combination, but it's all improvised with me.
It's really impressive.
For me, I use a lot of music, and I use a lot of jazz tunes when I have those in the book, and some of those are in my fingers. I do nothing but improv for modern, and I do some improv for ballet. A lot of times when when I've been playing a lot of ballet, there's about 10 or 12 classical pieces that I have in my fingers that I actually play but sort of improvise on at the same time. So that's how I approach it.
You want to comment?
Yeah, really quick. No, I think sometimes when a teacher is really, really specific, I'm like, oh, I don't have a tune in my head that fits that. I'll improvise, but I feel like I think you would get bored of my improvising if I did the whole class like that. So I like to take tunes and I feel like I'm arranging them in real time. And so I feel like you can take anything, but how do I interact with you? How do I change dynamics, articulation to support your muscular, the movement and what your goal is.
Say that you're a dancer too, please.
Oh, I forgot.
Oh, yeah, I mean, my feet don't point, but I used to dance, so that helps.
He was a and his undergraduate degree was in saxophone and piano, and a minor in dance. And he teaches dance for Houston Ballet.
Musical theater. Let's
Musical
be clear. It's not ballet.
Musical theater, but it's dance. Thank you, Bill.
So I kind of come from a background of like I was already improvising before I ever like entered a dance studio. Huh?
Could you speak louder, please?
Sure.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah. I was really quiet. Yeah. So I came from an improvisation background before I ever entered a dance studio, and that's actually kind of what drew me to the dance studio. Was like, I can get paid to improvise, amazing. So like my ballet class is like 90% improvisation, but I'd say it's kind of like, is it the ship of Theseus that's like the Greek of like it changes parts like over, do you know what I'm talking about? Like the parts change over time, and then in 6 months like my class is totally different from a class I played 6 months ago. but it's like the ideas, like I'll recycle little motifs and phrases and things like over time. Yeah, that's how I work.
Yeah, I just want to add too that if most of us don't, I mean, if you do this for several classes a day, several days a week, and many years, you need to change it up or you'd go to sleep in the corner. So most of us over time have experimented with all kinds of different styles, all kinds of different music, improvisation, playing in different keys. We're constantly looking for new textures and new ways to keep it interesting, not only to us, but to you, and to expose you to different kinds of sound backgrounds. So yeah, it's ever changing.
One thing that I realized recently, because I've been playing more than I have in the past since I'm retired, I read the dancers as if I'm reading music. And because ballet is so structured, I know the structure. I just follow their bodies for the melody, and the harmonies and the rhythm in the left hand help that melody along, which is what carries me through most of the time.
Another question. Yes.
Hi, so I was wondering, kind of similar question, but if y'all base kind of the mood of your music off of the mood that's going around in the room, or if you just play whatever you want.
Sometimes you have to fight that.
Oh.
I mean, if the mood is really down, you have to turn it around.
Yeah. And I'm glad you asked that question, because I was curious about that for all of you. When I play class, I feel that I react to the affective component or the emotional content of the movement. I see the emotion, and that's what I try to capture in my music. And so that emotion changes as the class goes on. It changes the colors of my playing, and whether I'm going to be orchestral, like at the end with Grand Allegro, or very light and quiet with the Petit Allegro. At least that's what happens to me. Does that happen to all of you as well? Yeah.
Kind of similar but different. I think when I go into an exercise, before I might not know like what chords I'm going to play or what the melody is going to be, that comes from here. But I definitely have an idea before I start of like the overall creative concept. Like this is going to be a piece with this kind of mood, or like this is going to have this kind of groove or whatever. And I might not know exactly how that will sound, but there's definitely like an overarching like creative vision in my head before I start playing.
And also to have a marvelous teacher that communicates the tempo, the phrasing, the rhythm, and the affective component is just a real treat, because that gives me a template, a context by which I can create my music to have the most successful experience for you and me, and it just makes it exciting. Go ahead.
Sometimes I feel like, I remember asking someone, I said, what helps you choose a piece of music? And they said, or what makes the music a better choice or not? And someone said the difference between Thursday and Friday. And at first I was like, oh, no. But now it makes more sense, I think, reading the room, and you're a little bit of a DJ. It's like, and I mean that in a very respectful way. You affect the mood, and maybe you've been playing what you think is beautiful music, but it might be heavy. That's the physical experience they're feeling. Or a lot of times I'll listen to the teacher and the corrections they give, and if the correction is maybe they're spending too much time in the plie, then I'm a little worried, I'm like anxious, like, oh, I'm playing too heavy, I'm relying too much on rhythm in my left hand, can I change the music and be maybe more articulate and light, rely on the melody to help them? So sometimes that helps change ideas.
Yeah, listening to the teacher's voice is really, really helpful. Not just the corrections, because that also tells me what I have to do differently next time, but just the way they use their voice rhythmically, and the phrasing is a huge help. It helps me know what to expect once they start dancing. I have a little more difficulty when the teacher just speaks the steps, is sitting down, without any rhythmic or phrasing information coming out of their voice. It takes me then, the first group, to go across the floor for me to know really what's happening. But the more information that comes through the teacher's voice, the more valuable that information is, and it helps.
I was just curious if, since you have been playing for dancers for so long, and I know like as a dancer it's not always complete without the music, do you ever feel like then when you maybe play without dancers in the room, like your music isn't complete as it would be like with dancers?
Yes, and not only that, but because I improvise for a living and I don't perform as a classical pianist, I cannot really come, I mean, my ideas come from having you in the room, and my lack of nervousness comes from having you in the room. I don't like to perform, but I love playing dance classes, and it's because like they said, like your student said yesterday in his lecture, music and dance together create art, create something that's beyond either one. And so yes, the answer is it's definitely harder without you, for me.
For me too.
I would like to offer a little different perspective because I've done a lot of performing with chamber music, particularly. I have done solo performing, but I love chamber music. And I've done what I call interpret music for dance. So I would play a pre-composed piece to accompany the choreography. And where was I going with this? So the thing that I learned from my piano teacher that I find is still relevant in dance. I think there's music and dance elements that are similar or the same, and he taught me how to shape a phrase. So when I'm playing class, I'm playing as if I am not necessarily like concert soloist, but I'm shaping phrases in relationship to what you are doing, because I find that that truly helps you find the moments that you need, the nuances that you need, and teaches you musicality. So that's how I approach it. And so I'm comfortable playing without dancers, but I absolutely adore playing and creating with dancers. Any other questions? Because I have a couple myself. So I have a question for the musicians. You probably don't know this, but at the piano there are 3 pedals. And the one on the right is the sustain pedal. The one on the left shifts the hammers, and you get a different sound. Here's without the shift, and here's with the shift. You can tell that the color is a little different. And the one in the middle does something that we don't need to talk about today. It's very fun, too.
And it doesn't always work. It doesn't always work.
Exactly. However, I'm curious, all 4 of you use the soft pedal quite a bit. Well, no, I'm just curious, why did you choose? Because here's this magnificent instrument, and as I said, I like to capture the whimsy, the pathos, the emotion of the movement, and I was just curious why you use the soft pedal.
If I don't know how a piano is going to sound, and I know that I want to start softly, I just step on the left pedal. And I get to know what the piano is doing, and then I let up on it, and I see the difference. So it helps me differentiate between, okay, what's this thing going to do without it?
Yes, because many times we have terrible instruments where we're trying to, and that's very frustrating for us, because we're trying to create something magical here, and if the piano sounds like CRAP, then it's difficult for us to create our magic. Did you have some? Yeah.
I use the soft pedal without thinking too much, and I need to remind myself not to use it. And actually that happened in one of the earlier exercises where I was like, wait a minute, like, don't use the left pedal, like, it's fine. And I think it comes from, like, for me anyway, not wanting to kind of overimpose, which I know is like a bit crazy and not justified, but I think that's like the instinct where it's like that. I think that's where it comes from for me, of like, I don't want to like get in the way. I don't want to like, I've always kind of worried about, it's kind of partly why I don't play many tunes. Like, I don't want people to notice me. I want them to notice the music, but not turn around and like look at me. And I think that is like where it comes from. So I need to tell myself, like, take the left foot off, like, it's fine.
Oh, no, as a philosophy, I try not to. I'll actually take my foot and hook it behind the bench as just, it's a bad habit. And I think some of it's like, some days I feel like I'm more a saxophonist than a pianist, so maybe it's like my safety net. But I think too, there's a lot to be said about learning a new instrument. And I think you hear, so even if it's subconscious, you might notice something about the feel or a sound in there, and it's like you're subconsciously putting it down to adjust. But I also feel like, having been on the other side of the room, the piano projects and just fills and moves people so much better without. So I try to only use it for like an intentional color change, but also it damages we get a lot of broken strings at my job when people, because it puts more tension on those strings, and so people are doing grande allegro with the soft pedal down. I'm like, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, well, that being said, you may be doing it intuitively, because when a piano is slightly out of tune, there are 3 or 2 strings for each pitch. And when a piano is slightly out of tune, if you put the soft pedal down, it's not as out of tune. And this piano is not directly in tune. So there may have been a subconscious reason why you were doing that. And I also had a Chopin expert tell me once that the soft pedal is way underused by pianists, because it's the only timbral change we really have. And that it can be quite effective, even in a big room, to change the timbre, which means the sound quality. It's more like talking like this. It's not that it's quieter, it's just a different intensity. And so it's absolutely okay to use a soft pedal. Go soft pedal.
Can I weigh in on this? After Norm.
I just wanted to say that for me it is about color, and it is about, if I play a note, if I hit it hard when I have the soft pedal on, it sounds a lot different than if I don't have the soft pedal on. And so I have all these different gradations of not only volume or dynamic, but also tone. And so that's something that I use a lot, because I do play pieces a lot, and I like to play them differently. And sometimes it's a matter of just playing them with a little different dynamic or a different tone.
Owen?
So from a percussionist, I hope this isn't sacrilegious when I say all this, but I've had the opportunity to play for ballet classes, specifically with Miss Sweat. And maybe a couple of things. First of all, feel free to play out. If that ever is a thing, to feel like you have to play down, that being able to do drums and figure out how to make that not loud, that's a thing, right? that is a really good thing to learn. For me, it was a really good thing to learn how to do. But yeah, definitely, like, I don't know that I'm sure there are teachers that'll be like, no, it needs to be much more, small and whatever, and then grow throughout the class or whatever. But if that is ever a concern, I think there's a big volume, the big range it's a bigger range than you might think, coming from a percussionist's perspective. But then just the other thing of Miss Sweat and what was talked about in terms of the teacher's voice and how much is given. We had to learn a lot about how to do that thing with a drummer in the room, and it was at times a very painful process for me. I think probably less so for you, but okay, good, outstanding. But I think what's amazing about your teaching, Elizabeth, and many other teachers I've had a pleasure to work with here, who have been very open to helping work with musicians, pianists mostly, who were new to playing for ballet, and that patience and the sing-song quality that they would often use, or the rhythmic quality. Sometimes we don't realize we're speaking in the rhythm that we're expecting to have happen next. and those little cues can be really helpful. So those are just a bunch of things that occurred to me while we were sitting.
I just want to say, as dancers, when you have such good models in your teachers, take note. Learn from them, observe, watch what happens in this interaction. And when you're by yourself at home, practice as if you were teaching, using your voice, voicing what your body's doing. Because the more you do this, the more you connect with that sense of phrasing and that sense of inner rhythm.
I wish we had even more time, dancers, to hear from you about your experience with our incredible musicians, but I think I have to bring it to a close now. But as you go forward in your day, and if you're around tomorrow, I would love it if you came up and told us what, I liked this piece because, or this really helped me, or anything you can think about in that realm, because this will further your growth as a dancer. Yes, yes, yes. And then we have to close that.
Yes, yes. I wanted to share a special thank you from Kathy, who is one of our servant saints as dance musicians. Kathy says, thank you, students, for your generously sharing your talents and efforts, and to such an encouraging teacher, and special thank you for being here on Saturday.
Yes, thank you. All right. I appreciate you all, and thank you, Elizabeth.